Saukville Ambulance Service works with the Saukville Fire Department. It consists of 15 individuals specifically trained to administer pre-hospital care from the incident scene to the hospital. Schooling consists of basic first aid, annual CPR, and 4 months schooling as an emergency medical technician. Training then advances to include defibrillation as an EMTD and as an EMTI, having additional assessment skills, allowing the injection of intravenous lines and administering some medicines with doctor's approval if the situation warrants. Our training continues at monthly practices and regular hospital classes. We are ready at a tone to come to your aid. We respond from our homes or jobs to stabilize your injuries at the scene and en route to the hospital. We are specially trained to care for medical emergencies. One sunny, hot day, this young man collapsed from the heat. His friends saw the need for help and ran in to call the ambulance at 284-2020. Within moments, the Saukville ambulance responded. Assessed the situation, and move the patient into the cool ambulance to further treat the overheated boy. Many sports-related injuries need more than just a bandage from mom or dad. Falling off his skateboard, this boy received numerous scrapes, pain to his clavicle, and pain to his neck. Treatment includes a cervical collar to immobilize or keep his neck stable. And then move him onto a longboard. The longboard is used to keep his neck and back without movement until x-rayed at the hospital. Saukville Fire Department has 2 ambulances. There is always a crew of 3 EMTs on call to help treat all injuries. We are trained to care for all injuries from car accidents to falling off a swing. This young girl injured her ankle jumping off a swing. A splint was put on to prevent further injury to her leg. Swimming alone or unsupervised can lead to a tragic incident. This boy was found face down in the water by a neighbor. His face was immediately taken out of the water on ambulance arrival to assess breathing. Breathing was supplemented with oxygen. Riding a bike usually is fun, but not for this girl. She was hit by a car and received a broken bone in her leg. Bleeding was controlled with bandaging. Possible back and neck injuries were protected with a C-collar and sandbags to keep the injured areas secure from movement that could worsen the injury. When we assess the patient, we find out their needs. This enables us to better treat them. We monitor respiration and supplement the patient with oxygen if there is difficulty breathing. We listen to heart and lung sounds. We take blood pressure and pulse readings to see how your heart is working, and use EKG monitoring if a patient is having chest pains. As part of the EMS system, our first responders, members of the Saukville ambulance, pass on information to the ambulance crew upon arrival about the patient's condition when they arrived at the scene of the incident. The crew, as EMTs, further treat and pass on information to the hospital via radio in the ambulance. So you can get further treatment that you need, and the hospital will be ready to treat the specific medical need. If a medical emergency should occur, call for professional medical assistance. Don't take chances and attempt to handle it on your own.
Tyrone! Tyrone! Can you hear me? Tyrone!
The first order of business is to call the Saukville ambulance at 284-2020. Answer all of the dispatcher's questions and be sure of the address or location of where help is needed. If you have had any first aid training or you know CPR, by all means use it if necessary until help arrives. Many times, seconds count, but most importantly, summon help first. The members of the Saukville ambulance stand ready to respond to any and all medical emergencies on a 24-hour, 7-day, 365-day-a-year schedule. It's top-quality medical assistance by emergency medical personnel who care. All volunteer members are state and most are nationally certified emergency medical technicians. Many members have devoted thousands of hours of their personal time to further their education in emergency medical assistance to ensure an even higher level of medical care that most other communities in the state cannot offer. We sincerely hope you'll never need the ambulance. But if you ever do, we hope the information contained in this program will help you to understand what to expect if you are involved in an emergency medical incident. Trained professional medical help is as close as a telephone. Don't wait before it's too late. Call 284-2020. The Saukville Ambulance.